As airstrikes in Gaza continue, President Joe Biden has been urging Israel to consider the consequences of what Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calls its mighty vengeance on Hamas.
Are you encouraging the Israelis to delay invasion?
Talking in Israel.
It's part of Biden's push to buy more time to secure delivery of much-needed aid for civilians, the extraction of several hundred Palestinian Americans trapped in Gaza, and hostage negotiations. 4 hostages, including 2 Americans, have been released from among the more than 200 people that Israeli officials say were abducted by Hamas during its coordinated attacks on Israeli soil on October 7th that killed at least 1,400 people.
The attacks by Hamas did not happen in a vacuum. The Palestinian people have been subjected to 56 years of suffocating occupation.
Those remarks by United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres at the UN Security Council on Tuesday prompted criticism from Gilad Erdan, Israeli ambassador to the UN.
The UN is failing, and you, Mr. Secretary-General, have lost all morality and impartiality.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, also at the Security Council on Tuesday, warned Tehran against widening the war as Israel braces for more attacks from Iran-backed groups such as Hezbollah in Lebanon that are likely to intensify once Israel begins its ground invasion. Blinken delivered a forceful defense of Israel's military actions, but issued the administration's strongest urging to Israel so far to avoid harm to civilians.
It means food, water, medicine, and other essential humanitarian assistance must be able to flow into Gaza and to the people who need them.
The White House clarifies the humanitarian pause that Blinken called for is not the same as a ceasefire, which National Security Council spokesman John Kirby says will only benefit Hamas right now.
This is war. It is combat. It is bloody. It is ugly. And it's going to be messy. And innocent civilians are going to be hurt going forward.
Since October 7, Israeli airstrikes have killed more than 5,000 people in Gaza, according to the Hamas-controlled Ministry of Health, and displaced more than 1 million people. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News.